What's going on, guys? We are down here at the worm bins. If the chickens will let us, we're going to do a quick little video in here. It's been a little while since I've posted anything on this. I have started feeding these guys pretty regularly, and they have been doing fantastic. There's no food left in here, or there would be a whole bunch of worms to show you, but they are all spread throughout the bin. We are starting to deal with a little bit of ants and stuff in this bin again. I got some stuff here to put in, but they're doing really good. They're all spread out. You can see that there really isn't much, material that they haven't started touching in this bin. They've really gotten to it. So we're gonna open up a little hole here in the middle. You can see my bottom. It's not holding in any water. So the drain is working really well. We got some bananas here that got away from us. Wouldn't make bread with it, but the wife wants it out tonight, and I don't feel like putting them in the freezer. So we're gonna throw them in there and get them covered up. Actually, we're gonna save one out for this bin. We'll get into that one here in a minute. This is the main bin. It's doing really well. This is our red wigglers. They've been doing a really good job. They're really starting to bulk up, and they're really hammering all the material really well. And every time I feed them, they're responding to that really good. And we also got a bunch of shredded paper. Went through the mail today. So we're gonna add some of this in here. Really, we're gonna add most of it into this bin. It's not really going to hurt anything. And my other bin is just really not doing much. There wasn't very many worms going into it anyway. So we got our paper in here. That'll all get taken out. And then to fight our ants, it's been a little while since we've spread some diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is harmless to the worms, but it gets inside of the exoskeleton of the ant and eradicates them. There's really not much you can do for ants besides this and try keeping your worm bins nice and moist. Ants don't like it wet. And obviously, as long as it's not holding water, then your worms are going to be fine, because they are not going to drown as long as it's not a pool. But that is our update on this bin. It's doing really well. I've been trying to feed it regularly, and I'm going to try to start getting some more carbon material in here soon as well. Just try bulking it up before going into fall here, and try to make it a really nice, pretty deep bin going into winter time. But I think they're going to do just fine. We'll do another update here. I don't know, here in another day or something. Give them time to realize that food's in there, and we can open it back up and see what's going on in there with them, because they'll all be there at the food. And this is our European worm bin. When I got these, it was just a little free kind of promo for buying the red wigglers. So we only got 250 of them. You can see the material starting to get broke down in here a little bit. Obviously in that bin, there's like really no leaves left, no leafy material left at all. They're in here. They just got a lot more work to do to get caught up to the red wigglers. This is a pretty decent worm there. And it's just kind of how you see them in here. They're far and few between, but they're in here. This bin obviously is a lot farther behind that one. There's some down here. Obviously, again, we're checking our bin every time we get in here. No water holding in here, so that's good. They only get one banana though, just because of the amount. It'll start getting nasty in this bin if we feed too much food in here. I held off like a whole extra month on putting food in this bin compared to that one over there, the red wigglers. So we'll give them one banana, and we're going to hit this with some diatomaceous earth as well. I really want to see these guys take off good. These get nice big juicy worms. The chickens are going to love them once they get going good. All we can do is just keep feeding them and sit back and wait for them to expand. But there's the worm bins. It's been a little while since we've been in them. They're doing good. Next year for sure, this one is going to get split into one of those, and then I'd love for that one to be big enough to split, but I doubt it will be. We're probably going to keep this one intact for quite a while before we do anything with them. But I don't know, we'll see what happens with them. So when we ordered these, we got like at least somewhere around 2,000, and that one was 250. So these guys have definitely exploded. They've definitely doubled, probably tripled in this bin here. Doing really well. But yeah, we'll get back into them. I'll take another video in a couple days on that with the food, and then we'll do another video on them in a couple weeks and put some material in there. I have locked the chickens back up. They are no longer free ranging. I found a little crime scene right down here in the creek. This is where my log jam is, and the chickens would like to come down in here and get a drink while they're out free ranging. And found a couple feather piles. It's no longer here, but a couple crime scenes there of the chickens, and we are super close to getting started on pasture. So I locked all the chickens back up because I'm not about to have a fox or a bobcat come in here and wipe out the whole flock right before I have a pasture where they can get into. You know, at the pasture, there's still going to be hawks and stuff, and you know, a bobcat might jump the fence, but once we have sheep and a dog in there, it's not going to be as likely as, you know, down here in the thick part right on the creek. So the chickens are locked away. We are starting to get some nice manure piles again. The chickens were scratching all this stuff down. So we'll get in there and we'll throw some more of this manure and hay and with the red wigglers, and they'll definitely enjoy that. But yeah, there's our update. We will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.